Ready. 22 needle.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance.
Okay,
they exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! Alert!
Running left, it's Mixon. Down to about the 22 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got some space here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Second and 5. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Tua. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
Ready?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Ready?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Jeudy, complete. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Ready. Black open. Watch it. 6. 7.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's at the 50. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's Mixon. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Back in 60. Go street. 60 Bobcats. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Two and now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
97. Ready?
Akers is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Blue striker. 43 rail.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
Here we go. 60
Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On the double.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Saints.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
110 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 1. To Mixon on the check down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Dragon 60.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now here is another interception.
And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the
touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Now Tua. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's Tua.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Tagovailoa. This will be caught. Judy.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run here with Akers.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Strike 2.
Tua to throw.
Eluding the pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
On the ready.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Tua. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Pats, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.